Heflatv welcomes you all to the joinDOTA League Season 2 as xGame goes up against TCN, also known as CD Nullis, in the third and last game of this best of 3 series to decide who falls into the Division 1 and 2 playoffs and who can actually stay in Division 1 for the next season as well. And well, TCN won the first game, xGame. They actually made a pretty nice comeback in game number 2, and well, game number 3 we might see something different already, at least by TCN, as... Well, my name is Coucher, and joining me for this third game in a row will be Mito.
Yeah, what's up? So, looking at it, I'm hoping to see a tinker. It's just getting banned constantly, but like they moved through the ban phase extremely fast. Like, see Nullis, they knew they wanted to go for a push strat. Immediately bans out the Rubik and Treant, two heroes that's good at defending towers. Whereas xGames, it feels like they're just banning out what they're familiar with. Getting rid of the Invoker, getting rid of the Ancient Apparition.
Well, to be honest, TCN banning out the Rubik, I mean, just must be complete and utter respect ban to Reeves.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with you there. You played a phenomenal Rubik. And I mean, even though the micro on the Phantom Brewmaster could have been better, but his decisions on the spells to steal has been spot on. And I have to say, that's what won them the game too.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. It's just, he played so well, but... I mean, xGame, they go for two of the same heroes that they had in the last game, being the Centaur and the Enchantress. And do you think the Enchantress is gonna go for like the Midas Aghanims semi-carry kind of style again, or will it just depend on how well the early game actually works out for him?
I feel Enchantress is gonna adjust to the scenario. Like, it all depends on how the game plays out. If they have a strong early game, it feels like they can crush TCN, then might as well just go for early mid-game items. Like that transition into it would be very nice. But if the game is going to drag and you realize, hey, I can't push up against a hero like Venomancer or like Treant Protector, even though Treant's banned, but I'm just using it as an example, then you know the game's going to go late, then might as well just accumulate some good farm for yourself.
Yeah, it's definitely a nice thing to do, and well, I mean, TCN, they picked up the Venomancer. Sometimes, every now and then at least, we see the Venomancer even farmed up in the safe lane. And I mean, the Plague Wards are really good against pushing. It's pretty decent against counter pushing as well, and they even get their hands on a Dazzle now. So, xGame, at the moment, they actually don't have any proper counter push at all. And the Tinker actually didn't get banned, so do you think it's a viable pick for them now?
It's viable, but at the same time, I'm a little worried about both teams. If we look at TCN, they don't have any lockdowns, so how are they going to deal with the Weaver if the game drags on? So in that sense, it would be great for xGames to pick up the Tinker, but at the same time, it feels like they lack the lockdowns themselves. Like, how are you going to stop a Lycan from running around apart from a Centaur Hoofstomp? And if you grab the Tinker, then your last hero pick needs to be a utility hero that can do multiple things. In that case, if you really want to point out a particular hero, it might be the Lycan. Might be the Lion. But Lion, it's so prone to getting killed before you even get close enough. Okay, Bane Elemental Seed, that's another good one. It sets up very nicely for the Enchantress to come in. And there's the big team fight for TCN. So now they have the tanks. I just don't see how xGames has the things necessary to prevent the ultimate pushing coming out from TCN. They have the team fight, they have the armor, they have the pushing power, split pushing power. They just don't have the single target lockdowns.
Yeah, and actually, I really would have thought that TCN probably gonna go for another Shadow Shaman for themselves. It's just such a great hero overall. Massive Ward, so good for pushing, as well as having the Hex and the Shackles would have been really good against the Weaver as well. But no, they decided against it, at least for the time being. I guess they could go for even a mid lane Shadow Shaman if they really wanted to. It depends on what xGames actually goes for their own mid laner. And well, against a Bane and an Enchantress rotating around, Shadow Shaman would not have the best time probably in the mid though.
Yeah, that's true. Because you do expect Bane Elemental and Enchantress to be moving across the map and like just making things happen for xGames. And Weaver, being the hero that it is, it's pretty strong in a lane of its own. It can handle the Tidehunter with a tiny bit of help from the supports during the early game. Like, say you get the Weaver to level 3 and Tidehunter's still level 1, then Weaver most likely can just deal with the TIE Hunter from then on by itself. xGames, they do need to make plays during the early game. They need to either take towers fast themselves or get pickoffs to slow down the pace, the pushing coming out from TCN towards the mid game.
Oh man, it's... I mean, the fifth pick, actually go for a Dragon Knight. I mean, it's decent in counter pushing with that breathe fire, as well as of course just another tanky hero for themselves. Works nice with the Stampede being a strength hero and all. Gives them one additional lockdowns as well with the Dragon Tail. But it's just really gonna come down to how well TCN can hit their pushing. If they can get those early enough, get that extra gold lead. Although then again, in the last game, they started getting tower after tower and getting a huge lead, but were unable to break high ground. So, like, are xGame actually betting on the same thing?
Yeah, xGames, like the chat, they're talking about Ember, and I would have loved to see an Ember being picked up by next KZ, but they decided to go with the Dragon Knight. Whereas TCN, they just need that last guy to complete the lineup, and I feel like this one has to be a bit of an initiator based, because until the TIE Hunter gets a Blink Dagger, you need something to be able to start the fight. Otherwise, next KZ, they're just gonna sit back. They're gonna use the Swarm, they're gonna use the Brief Fire, use the Enchantress units to defend, and the heroes are just gonna be in the back. So if TCN has someone who can just force out a fight, and then lock down the heroes, maybe a puck. Okay, so they decided to go for the DP. So this is just downright pushing, and this push is scary because the heroes, they don't have to be attacking the towers. They can be standing in the back. You have the wolves, you're gonna have necrobooks, you're gonna have plague wards, and now you're gonna even have exorcism.
I mean, it's definitely really good in pushing, but to be honest, the exorcism is also a lot of damage in the fights as well, especially if you have the weave aggressively on the enemy side, just to get some minus armor going, maybe a medallion on at least one of those heroes as well for TCN. Oh, and it's... To be honest, I mean, I prefer TCN's draft to xGames at the moment.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think it's just much easier to execute, and the silence is going to be great against the Weaver. You know, like, we're talking about they lack the lockdowns, but now with the silence, they might be able to burst the Weaver down before he can use his time lapse, or like use the Sukuchi.
Well, it's definitely gonna be up to xGame to actually perform their early game shenanigans with the Enchantress, maybe rotating around for a few kills early on as well, because they really do need it, I think. And although I mean, mid lane, actually it's really funny, it's Dragon Knight up against Death Prophet probably, and whoever leads the lane when the other end is already level 6, you're probably just gonna lose your tower because of the rotations.
Ah, Phillips, he's missing the RTZ block. He needs to stand a little bit further up. And this way, I think the creep wave is just gonna cycle around him.
Well, it might be true, but to introduce the lineups fast, starting with TCN up on the Radiant side, with Quicks playing on the Lycan, leaving Inquisitor to play the Venomancer, Zizo on the Dazzle as Failets mid lane. Is he gonna fail on this block? Actually, I guess he wasn't too successful, and yet he's failed at the moment, but the last one for them will be Leon on the Tidehunter.
I love the way you're putting it. Failets failed the block, Zizo playing on Dazzle. It feels like everything just rhymes. Alright, so I guess the game started. What do you think about the lanes?
I mean, I guess they were exactly as to be expected from both sides. Nothing.
Yeah, that's
And well, actually, Stal gets some heavy harassment already by Inquisitor. Uses his Venomous Scale. Yes, it is. Oh god, I knew that ability's name. I haven't seen a Venomancer for such a long time, to be honest, or at least haven't been able to cast one. And actually, Stalkat, his man fighting Inquisitor for the time being, has the return as well. Actually, go for the right clicks. A few more might get the first, but one more. Oh, that body blocking coming in from Quicks. Perfectly done.
Oh man, Inquisitor, he was literally one hit away from getting killed. And now has to get salved up by Zizo. Admit though, I feel like DP is gonna easily have the upper hand. It's just because all you do is spam the Crypt Swarm, and then whenever Dragon Knight comes up to last hit, right click, and easy zoning. I don't think Dragon Knight can do anything until level 6, when you have the Dragon Form and then you start putting on some harassment damage. It looks like down at bottom they want to go on Stallcat, but he's too far back. they can't dive this. So he's gonna be able to leech off a lot of XP.
Yes.
And here comes rotation.
Oh.
Dun dun dun.
I mean, should be a really easy kill on the Death Prophet, to be honest, if the lane would be pushed out, but what the fuck, with the Breed Fire actually pushing out the lane for the dire side. Phaelus, yeah, sure, he uses his own Crypt Swarm as well, but, oh, actually they're gonna fight Inquisitor instead, Reeves. Will he start with the Nightmare? Yes, he will. The War Stop, oh, they had to use it a little bit early because it was about to run out otherwise. A nice Venom scale onto Equal, but that's gonna be a kill, even the Tornado, just in case on top, so Equal. Getting the first blood, and if he wants to go for a Midas, this is the perfect start for it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, getting the first blood. But now they're just waiting for his enchant to be off cooldown so they can take the Centaur. And well, the Wilkins just stole a lot of pretty good golden XP. So this Enchantress is getting pretty darn fat. Already has 900 gold in the bank.
Yeah, it's an excellent start for him, really. And what's this courier? Oh, it looks like a Naga a bit, but it's even more like a creature than a woman. Little creature Naga. But Stalkat now wants to go aggressive, maybe the Wild Wing. He's just gonna expire, just was on scouting duty, and now they're coming in with the center. The Nightmare should be an easy setup. Unless there's some nice toggling of the Nightmare, maybe Quicks to summon his wolves to do that for him. And oh, can they actually catch up? Doesn't look like it. So this rotation, just some wasted time, I guess. But I mean, not the end of the world by any means. It is a double creep wave, and actually Equal gets half of the creep wave dragged for himself. But Stalkat is
Mantis, is he gonna go for it? Nah, Tidehunter is too tanky.
Well, I mean, Mantis should have the upper hand in this lane because usually Tidehunters rely on that Anchor Smash a lot, and actually he's only 5 and 2 compared to 14 and 8. So this Anchor Smash hasn't been able to do anything to Mantis. He's just Sukuching around and getting back to the safe distance just to get that right click harass going.
Actually, I think this matchup isn't that bad for Tidehunter.
I think
you just stick around.
I really thought that he would be doing better as well, but 6 and 3 compared to 15 and 8. Although, now that he's getting higher levels, he didn't start with a Stout Shield, so I guess that's why he took that heavy harassment early on. But now, Kraken Shell already level 2, so blocking 20 damage every damage instance that comes in. So it's gonna be pretty decent from now on to him. But oh, they get the kill on bottom lane.
Yeah.
But I didn't even actually catch it on camera. I was like almost there, but I was like, Reeves, no, he's running away, nothing going on. But so 1-1 now. But center, he's at least level 4, so I mean, for an offlaner, it's definitely not bad. But oh, Reeves running into Phaelus. Phaelus, did he deny the Invis rune himself?
I have no idea. What happened to the rune? Nobody got the rune.
Yeah, I saw a right click flying. I wasn't sure if it was either Phaelus or Bane, but I think Bane's range would not have been enough. So sure looked like Death Prophet denied the rune himself.
Misclick. Yeah, and talking about Tidehunter in the offlane. I know
actually Equal is rotating in one slow, might be enough. The Warstorm connects. Will there be a secondary one? Yes, there will. The right click's flying by Mantis, and oh, actually uses the magic stick, wants to turn it around, but can't quite do it.
Yeah, Iso says he usually like grabs a Ring of Regen, and then he likes to grab the Chainmail, and then he is just so tanky in the lane. He doesn't care. He just stands there.
Yeah, I mean Tidehunter is really tanky by nature.
Oh,
already.
bottom of Skullcat.
Oh god, he's gonna go down for sure. They have the early medallion as well coming in from Quicks. So Ciso gets the kill, and actually the medallion, it works so well with multiple of their abilities. They have, of course, the physical damage coming in from the poison touch of Ciso. Just the right clicks, even the Shadow Wave does physical damage if you get the bounce off. And Death Prophet ultimate. Plus, of course, they even have extra minus armor coming in later with the Gush of Leon on the Tide. So,
wow,
they have a pretty well synergized lineup.
Yeah, see, and now mid, this is what I was talking about. I was like, yeah, Dragon Knight doesn't have a chance until level 6, and look at the amount of pressure he's putting on Phaelus.
Oh, it doesn't have enough mana though. And even missed with the Breathe Fire, I think. I actually only hit the range creep, so a little bit unfortunate there, but at least Phaelus has been out farming the Dragon Knight. That, of course, is because he's an intelligence hero and has such a higher mana pool to spam out the Crypt Swarm compared to the Breathe Fire and the Dragon Knight. But oh, Reese actually gets slowed down. The wolves come in as well. He's going for the TP out. Oh, smart decision.
That is rude. You're saying the Dragon Knight is stupid. Compared to the DP. Oh, I'm more intelligent than you are. But just now we saw one of the downsides of TCN's. Oh wow, We're missing kills.
Yeah, and actually
This is
Equal
the
has
problem with
suddenly
Tempo.
2.3k in the bank, so I mean 7-minute Midas definitely wouldn't be bad, but do you think that in this game he might be looking for a mech instead, just to be able to fight TCN early when they go for the pushes?
Yeah, it would be great having a mech, because you gotta expect the push to come. And you know that's gonna happen pre-20 minute. And if you're forced into a situation where you have to fight, then a mech would be beautiful. But I just don't know if Enchantress is the right hero to carry the mech.
Yeah, actually went for Hand of Midas anyway, and well, once again
Alright.
I do... Well, this time around they don't need as much damage because the safe lane isn't farming that bad, although, well, getting the kills on top of that, so... I mean, we were definitely getting more farm than the Gyrocopter did in the last game. But the push is scarier by TCN as well, I guess. So it
Oh,
kind
man.
of makes up.
I don't know, I always felt Enchantress with Hand of Midas, you farm fast, but at the same time, it can put you into an awkward position. It's like, oh man, I want this creep so bad, but at the same time it's like, man, I want to use my Midas really, really bad as all.
He
What
just
do you choose?
has to know what to do at what time, and of course, oh, Reeves is going for the rotations top lane, Leon. He's actually far enough back at the moment, although he doesn't have proper vision. The Observer comes out as well by Reeves, onto the high ground to a really weird position where you can't actually see anything but the health bar. But it gives really
Yeah,
good
yeah.
vision.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite wards on the map. Apart from the funny ones, you know, like the one right here, this is a good one. And the one right here, this is another good one.
I mean, that
I don't know if
that ward is actually sick there. I've seen
Yeah,
it
yeah.
once, I saw it in the last week, I think, and it's just such a sneaky ward, but tier 1 bottom lane, it's gonna take a fall. Quicksilver is out of mana now, but that is Vladimir's finished as well, and with the medallion Vlad, they could easily actually go for a Roche themselves if they can just clear up the vision before.
Yeah, and here's the problem. Dragon Knight cannot rotate. He cannot help out other lanes. He needs to stay mid and defend against the push from Death Prophet. This is one of the big things about mid solo heroes these days. It's like, if you ever dare to leave my lane, then I'm gonna put all the pressure on your tower. And you gotta, it forces the trade-off. It's like, you either choose go and gank, or you choose to stay and defend. But your teammates you can't help your teammates.
Oh, there's a smoke coming out by Zizo ending Visitor. They are looking for some kills, and actually they might find some top lane as xGame. They're going for the push. The Tornado is there as well to just keep them farther back. And the Tornado's overall just such a good spell with Leon. He has the Ravage as well, so this might be a really bad fight for xGame. They are already backing off a little bit. And actually, are they baiting in Lion? Dropping low, actually down to half HP already. Will he go for the Ravage now, holding on to it? There's the, actually goes for the Ravage, hits some Mantis as well. Will it be enough? He has the time lapse if necessary. Will he use it? He has to, yes he does, and Zizo already uses the Shallow Grave. Leon dropping low. Impetus, equal now out of mana, but the right clicks, they should be enough, and Zizo nightmared up as well. Will they get the counter kill though? Mantis, he's still on the run. Inquisitor, the poison damage, oh my god, the Shadow Wave. Almost enough, but he has 4 magic sticks, he's gonna stay alive.
The magic stick. Damn magic stick charges.
Actually, Lycan went down mid lane. Don't know how, but he did. I guess Stalcat was involved there as well. They used the Stampede in the meantime. So top lane, actually Leon survived as well somehow. So in the end, the Lycan was the only casualty, and surprisingly enough, nobody died on the top lane.
Yeah, but the mid tier 1 tower, it's down to very, very low for xGames. And that was probably how he died. Like, he was probably pushing the tower along with Death Prophet. Because you can see the Exorcism was on cooldown. So it must have been he was going too near to the tower, and then Dragon Knight just stunned him up. Centaur came in, boom, easy kill.
Yeah, it's... Well, Centaur's, the burst damage you definitely cannot underestimate that. Especially since Lycan is actually pretty squishy. 929 HP at the moment as he hit level 8. And of course, the Shapeshift no longer gives you extra HP as well. I mean, it's not that big of a nerf, to be honest, but in certain situations, it definitely makes the difference. And tier 1 tower, mid lane for the dire side, is actually down to 200 HP. Phaelus has a double damage rune as well. Pushing out lanes is so easy for you if you're just a Death Prophet spamming out the Crypt Swarm.
Well, they're gonna go for it. And it looks like the defense is coming in.
Yeah, well, is it gonna be in time? No. And actually, Stalkat might be in trouble. Shapeshift pop by Quicks as well. The hoof stomp will miss, and Quicks should get the kill, but the Stampede, he's alive somehow. One more right click would do the job at Quicks. Is he gonna lose his life in return? The double edge. Oh, was so damn close. TP's coming in as well, Bane. He's not gonna get in range. He has the Fiend Script though. Will there be any stuns to stop him? Mantis gets some vision, gets the Swarm going. Shapeshift actually runs out as well. So the Swarm, with the Sukuchi damage in the right clicks, it's gonna be enough, I think. And yes, Mantis, he's gonna chase him down. Wolves to take care of the Swarm. Oh, that was actually really nicely done, but he goes down to the last Sukuchi.
Yeah, so a very nice try from Quicks, but it was just, yeah, he had no TP. There was no way for him to get out. But at least he bought up all his items before he died. And now, while the fight's going on at bottom, Tier 1 top is getting pressured.
I don't think xGame can actually come in to defend, and well, they're just going to give the Tier 1 away. And that's actually all the Tier 1 towers going down now.
Yeah,
so,
I just wanted to quickly look at. Are we going to have a fight at mid? If not, there might be a good time to look at the golden XP graph.
Actually, it's 1000 in the favor of TCN. It might update a little bit after this last Tier 1, I guess, as well. But it's not that big of a deal, especially if xGame, they start getting some towers of their own at some point. Yeah, it's a 1.5k gold lead. But Stalkat and what the fuck they're going in mid lane now. What the fuck activated his Elder Dragon form already. And XP actually, it's 5000 for xGame.
Oh man.
That's just a jungler for you, as well as getting the kills on the Tide Hunter, I guess, early. The Tornado is coming in. Actually, the pushman, those Plague Wards, they're so damn annoying. You can't push into that effectively.
And it's only a level 2 Plague Ward as well. Imagine what happens when those get to level 6. I mean, level 4, like maximum levels into Plague Wards.
Oh man, such a good spell. And actually, it's decent against Tranquil Boots as well, overall. I mean, Stalkat, you just get Poison Stinged up, and those Tranquil Boots will never regen you up. At least as far as
it's really good against Blink.
There's a smoke by TCN though. Mantis.
Silence.
Are they gonna get the lockdown? The silence is there. Actually, they don't have enough by the looks of it. He has to time lapse away soon. Holding on to it, going for the Sukuchi out. But there's the Ravage. They're holding him in place. They will have enough as well. Really nicely coordinated there by TCN.
Yeah, but that's one of the downsides. It's like every time you're forced to blow the Ravage onto the Weaver just to kill him. And if the Weaver ever gets a BKB, then, well, suddenly you have nothing to deal with him.
Oh, just look at Reeves being sneaky on the Bane. Has the Fiend Script, and you can actually just use it from inside the trees and
block him in with the wolves.
Oh.
No. Motherfucker has the Shadow Blade, so that's not gonna happen.
That's a pretty nicely timed one. Whoa, got them sneezes. Well, at the moment, Heflatv, he actually has a Yule Scepter already as well, so this Death Prophet is really speedy. And xGame, well, Hoof Stomp, Dragon Tail, actually they have a decent amount of block down. Nightmare, Hoof Stomp, Dragon Tail, just the slow from Enchant maybe even. And oh, but the Roshi's going on. Quicks goes into it. Actually almost has Necro level 1, just needs the recipe for it. They use the Prophet Ultimate as well, with the Medallion of Courage, with the Gush minus armor. Should be a really fast Roshi. And xGame, they have no idea this is going on.
Yeah, even if they knew, it's like by the time they get there it'll be too late.
Well, I mean, now Lycan has the Aegis, and actually the tower top lane got denied by Leon as well, but Stalkat, he has his Blink Dagger on the center now, so that's a huge pickup for them for sure. TCN wanted to go for the tier 2 mid lane, or at least get some chip damage done with the Exorcism, but not quite there, and the equal comes in from the side as well. Can they get the slow in Inquisitor? Yes, they can. The enchant is there. They're trying to chase him down. Will they use the ultimate for freeze for it? Oh, the hoof stop onto Heflatv. The nice silence before that though. They get one kill with the double edge. There's the Stampede. Fiend Script from the low ground to the high ground. Heflatv falls as well. Easy 2 for 1, and Cizo might lose his life, or no, he's gonna stay alive.
Why didn't Cizo use Shallow Grave?
Oh, level 1, maybe range wasn't enough.
He was standing next to the Death Prophet. He had the time for sure.
Slow reactions?
I have no idea. But in the meantime, Quicks, he has that level 1 Necrobook. So, but a lot of rotations are coming his way.
They don't have the Fiend Script anymore though, so he should be safe with the Shapeshift. Actually pops it as well, and I guess that's kind of a win for xGame, just making pop the ultimate. And actually Stalker coming in front side as well. Can he get the hoof stomp? They are waiting it out, and actually the Shapeshift down to a quarter of a duration. So yeah, they're not gonna dive under the tower. Would have been way too greedy by them as well. And that is Necro level 1 finished now, as Stalker just double edges the wolves.
And the push is coming in at mid once again. And they're gonna find a Dragon Knight. But do
Oh,
they
the
have
silence is
detection?
there. No, Shadow Blade.
So they don't have detection.
Where's them detections at, man? And well, no.
Yeah. At the rush area.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was worth it
motherfucker.
before, but well, they know the Stalkat has a blink. They have to know. They've seen him on the map multiple times now. And network-wise, actually, both the Death Prophet and the Lycan, they are pulling out ahead a little bit. But xGame, it's more spread out for them, so a little bit more even. As Leon is actually, by the looks of it, going for a straight-up blink dagger for his team. Maybe Inquisitor pick up now. Right, sees how he's building the mech for them. Has the buckler for it as well. And well, I mean, they're actually defending the push rather well so far for xGame. But there is a Ravage. There's no Elder Dragon form for another 25 seconds. And do you think xGame can win this fight if they want to defend?
Oh yes, I definitely think X Games, if they get the right blink initiation from Skullcap, they can definitely win the fight.
She's
But,
dropping
oh
low,
my
the guy
God.
she's there as well. Quicks pops his ultimate. Everybody's on the run with the Stampede, so all the tower, it goes down pretty damn fast. The xGame, they don't lose any heroes at least, and well, I guess it's gonna come down to high ground defense once again at some point.
Yeah, but high ground defense, that's where X Games is going to be pretty okay with it. They're going to have. Because when you're going high ground, it's just. First of all, you have the slight disadvantage. Second of all, it's like there's a tower. And a tier 3 tower, that's comparative to a strong hero, you know? Like, maybe not a level 16 hero, but at least it's like an extra man on your team, you know? And then
Oh, mid lane.
you're
they're
forced to
gonna
clump
go.
up.
What the fuck? Pops his Elder Dragon for not going for the tower instead. Quicks was backing out in time, and actually there's a blink dagger now on the Tidehunter. He's coming in as well. He might go for the blink ultimate. Mantis dropping low. What the fuck? They have the negative weave on them, so actually they have to back off. So that's a secondary tower denied. But oh, they get the failets at the same time.
Wow,
Feed
so
script.
X Games, they have completely crushed TCN's momentum. And if by the 25-minute mark, I feel if TCN can't get at least one Rex, they are in a huge amount of trouble.
It's.
If they're not in trouble already.
I mean, late game wise, xGame, they definitely have it. Unless this Death Prophet gets like huge. But Inquisitor actually, what the fuck, runs into him. Wants to go for the courier. One more right kick might do the job. Actually gets the third one as well. Some miss micro. And he's going for Inquisitor as well. Doesn't have enough mana for the Breathe Fire. Should have huddled in between. There's the ultimate from the Venomancer and well, what the fuck. Going for the TP out Ravage. Yes, he pops it as well. Just to secure the kill. And I think it's worth it at this point.
Yeah, but it just feels like every time they use the Ravage, it's on one man. You know, it's like anytime someone sees you engage on them, it's like, alright, I'm just gonna TP out. Are you gonna use a Ravage on one hero? If yes, then how are you gonna team fight for the next, I don't know, 2 minutes? Yeah. So even though Dragon Knight died, I don't think it was that big, but Leon using that Ravage to get the kill it hurts pretty bad for TCN.
Well, I think the Dragon Knight definitely came out on top because he also killed the courier, which is 175 extra gold for the entire team. Oh crap.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff,
Yeah.
man.
Culture just letting it rip.
Man, those anime musics.
Oh, I thought you farted.
Yeah. Now that's on my phone. Like one time, forget to put it on vibrate and somebody actually calls me. What are the odds, man? What are the odds?
So
I
you
never
like to
get
put
any
it on
calls, man.
vibrate.
I'm a loner. I just play computer games or don't even play them. I cast them.
Ah, I know why you like to put your phone to vibrate.
Oh, what the fuck? He's gonna get caught now. He actually has the Shadow Blade, but they have the dust this time around. He's going for the TP out now. Will
It's
is
gonna
gonna
use.
use.
Yeah, sweet.
Oh, the Stampede comes out a little bit too late though. I mean, straight up Stampede actually might have been enough. Although the Yules would have cancelled that as well, I guess, so.
Wait, they don't have Stampede.
Yeah, they just used it. I mean, xGame.
Oh yeah.
To use it just to get the Dragon Knight out of trouble, but with the Dragon Knight down, actually, that's the perfect time to push. They have the Death Prophet ultimate, which is level 2. And actually, this might be tier 3. I'm not. Well, the buyback comes out. Equal actually has his own Aghanim Scepter on the Enchantress as well now. Doesn't have too much mana to throw out the impetus, but I guess it should be enough. And of course, Enchantress is so good against Necrobooks.
Yeah, just steals it. And it's like, alright, sweet. Thank you for the free Necrobook. But I'm surprised TCN decides to back off. I just don't see what they can offer towards the late game. Alright, you're gonna have double Ravage, but if xGame's the heroes get a bunch of BKBs, they're gonna outcarry your Lycanthrope. But on the bright side, that's Necro 3 for Lycan, which also means it's gonna be Necro 3 for Enchantress.
Yeah. I mean, oh god, I think it's gonna happen every single fight, probably. Unless there's a silence coming out from the Prophet onto Enchantress. But Reeves, he has the blink there, he wants to set up a kill onto Inquisitor if nobody else. And Inquisitor actually, he went for a Hand of Midas quite a while ago himself. So he wants to get those levels, but they're going in. Stalkat is there as well, Hooftop onto 2, Ciso might go down, Double H, Brain Sap. No, actually they're using the Fiend Script to kill off Ciso. There's Inquisitor with the ultimate, he's dropping so damn low. There's the Ravage coming out, this time onto 2 heroes. Mantis comes back in as well. And now can they get the kill on Inquisitor? He's still alive, but what the fuck? Oh, what a silence coming out onto 3 heroes by Heflatv. And there's another courier going down. This time it's the tire one.
Oh man, so what a timely silence from Heflatv. That silence just stopped Waterfucker from being able to use the Dragon Tail. Otherwise, I think Heflatv might have died right then and there.
Oh, there's a silence on Mantis as well. Do they have enough? Waterfucker comes in, stuns up Heflatv. No exorcism quite yet, but Quicks comes in with the Necro level 3. Going for the damage. Is there an enchant? It's actually on cooldown. Oh man, but Leon taking a lot of damage. The kill of Heflatv. Now Equal gonna lose his life in return, but Leon goes down now. Waterfucker. He's on the run. Dragon Tail, it's on cooldown already as well. As is the Shadow Blade. He can't escape this, or possibly can he? They use the dust to kill off Waterfucker, and well, they do succeed. Some nice gold actually going there for the kill of Enchantress. Inquisitor got
I'm surprised.
683 gold.
How did Enchantress die? Was it to her Urn of Shadows? Because to me it looked like she got away. Or was it the Plague Ward?
Yeah, it must have been the Plague Ward. Venomancer's damage over time just a little bit too much to handle.
Ah, I see. But who won? I guess the best way is to look at the golden XP graph, and it feels like TCN came out on top, I suppose.
Yeah,
but XP is continuing to go heavily in favor of xGames, and the next Roshan is up.
Actually, the gold is just completely zeroed out now. And TCN, they actually have only 1 tower more down than xGame does, so not that bad. But yeah, the XP is actually 9,000 or so almost.
Yeah, when we talk about gold lead, it's like, what gold lead?
Yeah.
But now it's slowly going in favor of TCN again, by the looks of it.
Oh, but TCN, they might catch Waterfucker. I think they have vision of him. Oh, they do see him as well. Where's the Stampede? Can Stampede now, please. Waterfucker. Thrown up in the air by the Yules. Reeves is there as well to help defend him. Leon comes in. Gosh, nope. Shadow Blade just to get to safety. But now, TCN, they know that Roshan is up. And next game, they have to defend this Roshan. They just can't give away the Aegis like this. And oh, there's a pipe finished on Centaur, so that negates a lot of the damage that TCN has to throw at them. But oh, Heflatv catches Equal, slows him down with the Rod of Atos that he finished.
Oh man, Rod of Atos. Haven't seen that in a while, but it's a good item on Death Prophet. Why not? But I mean, if you're going for push strat, who's the... Oh, okay,
they should
so
get the kill on Quicks. Maybe Reeves is dropping low as well. Quicks gets the kill, but there's the Stampede coming out. Oh, he doesn't really catch up at the moment. Double H, he needs a little bit more one right click. Actually, Equal comes in. There's the Ravage, so up onto 2 Equal. He's gonna lose his life probably. A nice grip from the silence. Well, they're going for the TPs out. They're both gonna be successful. The untouchable. Oh, never mind. Shadow Wave. It was enough to bring down Equal at least.
But you see how ridiculous that was. It was like, okay, as soon as you use the Ravage, instant TP.
Yeah, it's really smart as well. I mean, I was kind of hoping for Equal to get away because it was such a smart decision by them, but Shadow Wave came out at the clutch time and Stalkat. He wants to go for more. They had the weave as well, but Mantis, he's silenced up again. Actually, can they bring him down? Is there enough burst now with the Hooftop onto Ciso with the double edge as well? The right clicks are coming out. Heflatv activates his ultimate. Leon is pretty damn tanky as well. And now Mantis, he actually has to run away, uses the time lapse, and what the fuck. He's on the run now as well, but they got the exorcism popped out, so that won't be used for a push at least, like Annie's dead anyway. So xGame, I think they come out ahead in the end.
Yeah, and xGames can continue to chase.
Oh, Stalkat.
Who are they gonna go for?
Exorcism, oh, it's damaging him. There's the Plague Wards as well. They're so annoying for the Blink Tigers. But Reeves, can he get the Nightmare off? Inquisitor, there's the Nightmare. They should get the kill. Stalkat just coming in with the Hooftop. Although the silence, oh, Mantis, he's taking a lot of damage. Quicks coming in with the, oh, actually the kill of Mantis now, Quicks. He's going for what the fuck, next he's blocked in as well, guys. TP out and well, oh, Yules, man. You should have used the Stampede extra movement speed to just get the hell out of there. So, what the fuck, he's gonna lose his life now, and that's actually setting his BKB back a long while.
And now they're going for the Roche. TCN are gonna go for the Roche, and there's nothing that xGame can do with the Weaver as well as the Dragon Knight being on the sidelines.
Oh well, at least there isn't a cheese, so that's some positives for xGame, but xGame they just chased for too long, I guess. Should have backed off. Well, shouldn't have chased in the first place, I guess.
Yeah, that's for sure. So the timer for that Roche.
They're gonna find Reeves as well now. He used the blink going for the TP out. Yules, nope. And that Yules pickup, it's excellent.
Yeah, they needed the Yules. Without the Yules, wow, those TVs. Just imagine how many successful TPs xGames would have had.
Actually, look in the graphs now. It's only a 4,000 gold lead for TCN. XP, it's dropping down from 9k to 5k as well. So TCN, they're looking nice at the moment. Once again, they will get the last remaining outer tower, which is the tier 2 on the bottom lane. And actually, might even go high ground. Ravage gonna be off cooldown in 2 seconds time, as is Exorcism. So they have all their ultimates at their disposal except for the Weave. And actually, they just use it defensively anyway. So I think high ground is the way to go for them.
Yeah, this has to be the push that determines just about how this game is gonna go.
They pop the Exorcism, they get the slow-mo, what the fuck, he's already solo, but a nice hoof stomp onto 2. He uses the Stampede as well, there's the Ravage coming out. Nice heals onto the Heflatv himself, and they are still alive. Quicks, will there be a Fiend Script onto him? Reeves, you have to go for it, Lycan. No, he has the Aegis, so they don't have to focus him, or they don't want to do it. As Heflatv still alive, 2 kill off the Centaur, and man, they needed so little more to kill off the Death Prophet. Man, now he's gonna get healed back up with the Exorcism coming back.
Yeah, but at least once the Exorcism ends, even though you get healed up, the pushing power is gone. So you're forced to back out once again.
Oh, you want to chase what the fuck? Shadowblade? No, he can't possibly catch up, or can he? Venomancer is pretty damn slow, to be honest. He's going for the TP out, what the fuck, a Dragon Tail, it will be there in time. So no lucky TP out for him, so at least they get 1 kill in return. He used the ultimate as well, which actually is pretty decent for xGame, I think. Just go regen up and maybe look for a fight after that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm looking at Weaver. Weaver almost died, but they defended the tower, and they've only lost a Centaur, and they get a kill in return. So, it's gonna be fine for xGames. Acceptable outcome and equal. He's starting to deal a lot of damage with the level 2 impetus, and because it's a high ground push, he's always going to be in the back, just throwing those impetus, and then stealing the necro books like we saw just now. So,
well, to be honest, Ciso for one won't care too much because he has a BKB now, or Quicks rather than Ciso, up on the Lycan. So BKB definitely will help out a great deal in the fights. And of course, he still has the Aegis as well, which is pretty huge. Heflatv has picked up a Mystic Staff, so... Oh, equal? You'll stop. Oh my god, this is huge if they get this kill. He has to buy back though. They use the Stampede as well. They need a little bit more Road of Atos. Not gonna slow him down. BKB is there. Mantis actually comes in from the side. And to match next game, they don't have too much damage for themselves since Mantis doesn't have any right click, just has the Yules for himself. Although there's a BKB on Dragon Knight as well, so... Oh, Stalcat silenced up. Can they get the Gush? Leon, nope, not gonna be there. And
counter initiation from Stalcat?
Oh,
maybe?
No, the Wolves. The Wolves so annoying, just stopping those Blink Daggers.
Yeah, and those Wolves have ridiculous amount of regen. But, I don't know, this game has been a stalemate
Look
for
at what
so
the fuck,
long.
Shadow Blading there. There's the stun onto Quicks. Can they burst him down? Hoof stomp as well. Impetus to fly. There's the AG going down, but no, the Shallow Grave. Such a clutch one. BKB by what the fuck though. Heflatv activates his ultimate, and now there's the AG's popped. And next game, they are backing off, but then again, they actually used some spells on their own. And if this Elder Dragon form expires, TCN they can push, but then again, the Exorcism is gonna expire at the same time, so I guess it's not that bad in the end. Although, whoa, man. Aghanim Scepter on Inquisitor now. Level 2 ultimate as well. And now they're gonna go in. Leon goes in. Actually gets stunned up immediately. Quicks activates his shapeshift. A nice Freeman silence as well. And they're just going for the tower next. Exorcism isn't there though. Oh, that Freeman hoofed up. Getting Kraken shit immediately. There's the... Ravage coming out, but oh, Quicks, he gets Sphinx wrapped up, nothing to stop it at the moment. He's not taking too much damage though, the right click damage just isn't there, but the 2 kill of 2, they're gonna get Ciso as well. He activates the mech, but he's gonna lose his life. And Inquisitor in no man's land, can he actually do anything? What the fuck? Getting actually quite a lot of damage and actually might fall down to the poison. Is it gonna be enough? What the fuck? Oh, the pipe regeneration. No, the Plague War. Oh man. He actually gets denied.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't think he would have died. But
I I think he just, if he had run away, but he stood there when the Plague Ward was attacking at him.
Yeah, but you see, that's the innate problem TCN's lineup, right? Once you blow the Ravage, and Bane just stands in the back, and because your Yules is on cooldown as well, then whoever he Fiend's Grip, what are you gonna do about the Lycan? Like, he's getting Fiend's Grip, but who can help him? And the answer is nobody. There's just way too little lockdown. Huh?
Oh, well, to be honest, I mean, still think that xGame, they need a little bit more damage themselves, because this fight, it was so good for them because Quicks had the shapeshift and the BKB activated, but Reeves, I think he got a full duration Fiend's Grip off at the same time. So that was just so huge in stopping the Lycan from doing any damage, and Exorcism had already worn off as well. But TCN, they're not giving up, they're going for another round, and actually looking at the graphs, it was almost 7.5k in the favor of TCN, now dropping down to like 4.5 instead, and the XP, it's once again 8 or so thousand. Actually, oh, it just updates 12,000 in the favor of xGame, and gold almost down to 3.
Speaking of damage, Mantis, his next item is most likely gonna be a damage items. I can't imagine a Weaver going for BKB after the item he has.
If he goes for BKB, I'm just gonna go into Kazakhstan and smack him.
Oh man, like how funny would that be? It's like, okay, and then after BKB he goes for a heart, and it's like, okay, and then after that he just gets a straight up play mail. It's like, hit me please.
Well, I think Desolator just would make the most sense, especially to speed up their own Roshan once the third Roshan comes out, because with the ages it has been a pain in their ass because TCN has gotten both of those, the 2 previous ones. But just imagine xGame getting the third Rosh with the cheese. It's just such an important thing to get.
Yeah, I mean, Weaver with Desol, it's always going to be great, because you're going to expect the Dragon Knight to pick up Assault Cuirass later, so you're going to have additional armor pairing up. I mean, not pairing up, additional minus armor pairing up, and then you're going to get the bonus 5 armor from the Dragon Knight, so I think the longer this game drags, it's just going to favor xGames heavily.
Yeah, I completely agree with there. I mean, the Venomancer, yeah, Aghanim's ultimate does a lot of damage, and actually xGame, they want to finish fights as soon as possible because the Venomancer ultimate actually does way more than the pipe helps out. So if the fight drags on like 10-20 seconds or something, the ultimate is just doing its full damage, and actually Phaelats has a Shiva Scar now. That makes him a lot tankier now, reducing the attack speed of xGames themselves as well. And there's a Refresher Orb on Tider. So that's probably the biggest item pickup.
Yeah, this has to be it, you know. If Tidehunter can get the double Ravage, especially if he can get one during, say, the Fiend's Grip, oh man, it's gonna be huge. Not only does the Ravage do a lot of damage, but it's only level 2 Ravage. He needs half a level more. But it feels like this is their window of opportunity right now. Unless they want to wait for the Lycan to get the Assault Cuirass, wait for Tidehunter to get level 16, I would say, like, why not just make a go for it? Or they're gonna wait for the next Roshan as well. That might be another option. Securing the Aegis plus Chase, having 2 Ravages, having the Assault Cuirass. Why not?
Well, I think it's definitely good for TCN to just wait out the Roche probably. It's gonna respawn rather soon anyway. And in the Roche pit, they have a lot of AoE, even the Weave, if it comes out aggressively as well as defensively both. It's just gonna do so much, and oh, they want to come in from the side by the looks of it. Can they actually get a nice silence? Reeves, oh, he's gonna get caught now, the blink is there. A nice Ravage there, up onto 2, there's the, oh, Refresher Ravage. What the fuck, blown up as is Stalkat. Stalkat buys back, as does what the fuck Reeves. He's gonna fall as well. Does he have a buyback? No, he does not. So no Fiend's Grip to actually help them out this time around equal. He's getting slowed down as well. Can he actually escape this? Activates the Nature's Intent, and Stalkat uses the Stampede. Do they catch up? The Hooftop, no, he blinked. But no stuns to follow up. They used the pipe now, so what the fuck is there? There's the stun on the Inquisitor. He got his ultimate off before, so he did his job at least. And, well, that's a win for TCN, but TCN's ultimate are on cooldown, and xGame, they might go for the Roche next. They actually might get Sizzo still as well, although there's no blink on Stalkat, so I think Roche might be the best choice. And what the fuck, with the Shadow Blade, with the extra movement speed, wants to kill him off, and, well, they should have enough damage to double edge. Come on, go for Roche now, go for Roche.
Roshan. No, they're getting chased down by a Clay Thrower. So, the siege unit, maybe, maybe not. But Lycan, I want to see, like, big plays. Come on, Wolves. You can do them with the Wolves. Deny the Roshan. Come on, Quicks. What you doing? What you doing? Is he gonna make it? The wolves, are they gonna be able to do this?
I don't think so.
Nope.
Actually, the cheese is still on the ground. Pick it up. Oh,
No!
boy.
Oh man.
So close.
Oh boy. If you sent them out earlier, and then if he had the necrobooks off cooldown, sending them in would have been big. But here's the thing I don't understand. You're looking at xGame, so taking the Roche, right? You anticipate it. You expect it happening. Feels like Death Prophet should have just been pushing top and putting pressure on the tower, forcing a couple of players to go back and defend. And that might have made it a lot easier for Lycan to go for the steal. Or go for the deny at least.
Yeah, that is true indeed. Well, I mean, TCN, if xGame wouldn't have gotten the Roshan, it would have been still worth it for them to fight, because they did make xGame use 2 buybacks on their 2 core heroes. But now, I mean, the cheese, it's gonna help the Dragon Knight so much, although last time around, they just got blown up by the double Ravage.
Yeah, but it feels like from now on, TCN, they're not going to be able to take fights until they have, say, the double Ravage. And this time it's going to be a level 3 double Ravage. So, we're looking at potentially 900 damage from Ravage. Then Magical Burst.
They need to be fast on their BKB fingers, or at least the Dragon Knight needs to. Because he's the only one to actually have it. Maybe the pipe by the center as well, but... I mean...
But did you see how fast Reeves reacted there? As soon as they blinked, the tide blinked in, he managed to blink out of it as well.
Yeah, it was like super fast. Inhuman
time.
reactions.
No wonder he's playing the Rubik. His reaction is ridiculously good.
Well, I mean, Reeves overall just such a solid player, to be honest, at least in this best of 3.
Yeah, he's been amazing to watch. But now Mantis, he is pretty stacked. How is TCN going to be able to kill him? I mean, he's got another 3,200 gold. Later on, if he wants to get a Reaver, get a Heart, or go for you for more damage, either way, he's going to be hard to deal with.
To be honest, I think a Heart would be a pretty decent choice for him. Although, I would not mind a BKB at this point, since he does have a decent amount of damage output anyway.
So why not BKB Heart? And then all you do is get a Blade Mail.
Oh, they find what the fuck though. They get the Shiva's card to slow him down. BKB TP out, and well, the Yules won't help you there.
Yeah, this is when you need Abyssal on the Lycan throw.
Need Abyssal on every hero for TCN.
Oh, that would be amazing. I think Weaver is... Well, xGames anyways. Weaver is a great Abyssal carrier as well. Just being able to lock heroes down.
You might see a kill on Mantis, maybe he has the Aegis though, so not that afraid with the time lapse at his disposal as well. So let's just go back off. And you have to be when you're a Weaver. At least if you're... I mean, it's not like he's even like that farmed. Net worth wise, 16.5k, 2k below Quix's Lycan, who has a AC finished up as well now. And actually, well, he still has brown boots, so boots of travels at some point in time at least.
Brown boots. I'm thinking about boots, right? I was like, interesting. Yeah, he needs the boots of travels for sure. And Weaver, I'm just thinking about boots. I don't know why, but Weaver is a hero who doesn't need boots essentially.
Yeah,
I mean you can't get.
If it ever gets to a point where he's 6 slotted, he can just sell the boots and pick up another item for damage.
Yeah, but Lycan can't quite do that because Lycan, in between. Oh, okay, they're going on Mantis. Are they gonna be able to kill him? No. He's just gonna time lapse out of it.
Yeah, the Use actually helped him with the time lapse a little bit. Oh, the Ravage will be just barely on target. There's the Aegis. Are they propping the secondary Ravage for this? Actually, they're trying to body block him in. So Kuchi, of course, you can get out, and I think the secondary Ravage was the only choice for them to get the kill. But are they going to turn it around? Actually, he turns around himself. He gets silenced up. They're going to get the kill, or are they? Nice hoof up, but the double H actually pops the Kraken Shell. So the kill of Mantis and Stalcat thrown up in the air, but the Yules, no TP out by him.
And boxing, yes.
He does have buyback as well. That's actually huge. As what the fuck, they took down tier 2 and going for tier 3. And killing off Reno.
The problem is right now, even though they got 2 really high value kills, TCN cannot push out. They have to go back and defend. Smart plays from xGames, just putting pressure on every single lane.
Actually, will they go on Faithless? What the fuck spots him out? He doesn't have a blink dagger though. Just being a mobile ward, human ward, so to say. And Quixie actually comes in, wants to go for equal, pops his Necrobook as well. The silence onto Reeves as he blinks out an equal. He's probably gonna lose his life. He has, oh, the force of low ground, the right clicks, the nature's attendance. Oh, whew. Man, that was way too close for comfort.
Wow, beautiful plays from the Enchantress. Turns around, steals the Necrobook, force staff himself to low ground, TP's out. Amazing. If he died there, the high ground defense would be a lot harder. Let's see.
Oh, I'm somehow getting tired because some things are so funny to me, like on chat, like a late game is hard. Like, oh man, my brain.
The game is hard, or it gets you hard.
Well, I mean, Lycan is hard in the late game. Okay, enough
Back to
nonsense.
business.
I mean, coming back to the items that are getting picked up, Equal actually has himself an ultimate or plus another 2.6k gold. So, do you think it's going to be Lincoln Sphere for himself as well, or is it going to be Sheepstick?
Who are we looking at?
Enchantress.
Oh, Enchantress. Well, I think he's going for a Sheepstick. I don't see any reason why he would want a Lincoln's. For what purpose? I mean, sure, DP is very close to that Sheepstick, but I mean, the most likely victim is just going to be the Weaver, right?
Yeah, it's. Oh man, this Weaver. He has a BKB now, though.
Yeah, and next thing he's going to go for a heart.
Actually, it would be just awesome. They really don't need the damage to bring down TCN at the moment, although, I mean, Phaelitz is fairly tanky with the Shiva's card. Actually has another Mystic Step. Oh, he's only 100 gold away from the sheep. So this sheep on the Death Prophet, it's probably gonna be a huge pickup, although then again Equal has his own in like 200 gold. And I think at least xGame, they definitely have to save for buybacks, because TCN, they're pushing out most of the lanes. But bottom tier 2, he's gonna fall down to the cliff probably. Oh, they find Inquisitor, what the fuck? Hoofstomp will be there. Impetus. Oh, that Impetus. Oh my god.
1, 2, and you're gone. This Enchantress doesn't need Massive Madness. Can easily just opt for, yeah, that Scythe of Ice. Has the money for it, doesn't want to get it quite yet. Saving money for buyback, I suppose. Wow, this Bane Elemental split pushing like a Bowls. Let's see. So, it feels like TCN, they have such a push-oriented lineup, but they just can never find the opening. Till now, not a single tier 3 has gone down.
Yeah, it feels like a 3M protector in the play or something, but actually Stalket gets the blink out before, no damage done, and actually Reeves is only 400 gold away from the BKB and the Bane, and I think this, once he gets the BKB, just what can the Lycan actually do in the fight? Just he's gonna get Fiend Script 100%, I think.
Yeah, well, this Death... I just want to look at the Death Prophet though, man. This is like the ultimate slow. Rod of Atos, plus Shivas, plus Scythe of Ice. How are you going to run? Of course there's a Stampede, and then you just don't care.
Oh, well, Stampede is such a good spell, and I think that's one of the... not the biggest strength, but definitely a really good aspect of a Center War Runner, because he doesn't need the Blink Dagger that badly, he just needs that level 6 at least. Because after the Stampede, you just can help out every single lane with that spell. Although,
yes.
Zizo, he gets vision of them with this nice Observer Ward planted by them. And are we gonna see a wraparound Stalkat? He's playing with fire, actually takes some damage. There's the Hex as well, Center, you cannot die here. And, well, he will not, because TCN, they didn't have the follow-up. They can't blow a double Ravage for like 1 kill.
Yeah, at this point they can't do that. And they shouldn't, because they have the Scythe of Ice, they have the Yules, they have Shivas. There's no reason, if you want to go high ground, there's no reason to do it. But looking at top lane, it's already pushing in heavily in favor of xGames, and it feels like at some point, someone from TCN just has to go back and defend.
And just look at the graphs. Goldcraft used to be like 7k in the favor of TCN 25 minutes in or so. Has gone a little bit up and down, but now it's almost 5,000 in the favor of xGame instead. And well, XP, it's been in their favor throughout the entire game. And well, it's at 13,000 or so at the moment. And actually, Enchantress picks up a gem at the moment in the favor of going for a Sheepstick, finishing that up. And
oh no.
Oh god.
We've got the puppy paws.
Oh, they see
That's
what
right.
the fuck up. Actually, it gives us time to just toggle the vision. What the fuck? He's actually just barely in vision at the moment.
There's the wolves that's chasing him right now. They definitely see him.
Toggling the vision, he's almost in the dark, almost on the stairs, but not quite. And all xGame, they see nothing but well, they don't even see the invis wolves, I guess. So xGame, they're completely in the dark. They don't know where TCN is, and it's a scary thing for them at the moment.
Well, what the fucker is probably saying like, what the fucker right now. It's like, man, you see me, I'm trying to run, and you pause. What the fuck?
Oh man, we're going full retard here.
Oh, I'm sorry, but this game, it's been so weird for me, you know? It feels like TCN, they're playing it so carefully, like, in a way I respect it, but in a way I always feel like these kind of pushing lineups, right? If it were me, I would have gone full retard, you know, like YOLO mode. You gotta have the YOLO swag when you're playing this kind of push strat, because usually pushing strats have to hit a certain timer, and it feels like in this game it's not as bad because it's not, the heroes do have decent late game potentials, but at the same time it feels like as the game drags on, the odds are just sliding in favor of xGames. So
yeah, I think it's already in their favor unless we see a really nice double ravage once again. And actually, I guess we have to look at the buyback status as well now for both teams. And for TCN, Quicks on the Lycan is the only one to have it, whereas Equal and Mantis have it on xGame. Actually, Centaur is only 90 gold off at the moment, so if you can just get like one kill in the team fight, might have it. 300 gold for the Dragon Knight, although he has the cheese, so that's kind of like a buyback anyway.
well, yeah, I mean, if Centaur dies, he will need more than that, right? More than just the 90 gold for the buyback, because his
yeah, he definitely, actually his reliable gold is only 1000, so if he gets like 2 kills, maybe assists might be enough. It's gonna be close, so he probably might not have it, but then again he has a BKB anyway, so Exorcism has to do the damage. And yeah, oh, TCN, they are ready. We're probably gonna see an epic fight here, because if the Tai just blinks in, he's just gonna get an instant ravage onto 4 heroes.
But no fight.
Yeah. Oh.
Are they gonna do a wraparound?
I was gearing up for some epic action, but such a
wait
letdown.
for it. It's just like when you say legendary, you gotta wait for it, right? You can't just say the word in one go. It's coming. Oh, it's happening.
Wolves scouting things out, but they see them. They have the gem now. But oh, they're going. There's the ravage up onto 3 heroes. No BKBs yet. Silence as well. Reeves has the BKB as well. They use the stampede. And actually, this secondary ravage does absolutely nothing. And Leon now dropping low. What the fuck? Dealing out the damage with the right clicks. Quicks. Fiend script up as well on the like, and he's still alive though. And Failets, he's running away as well. The Shadow Grave is activated. There's the ultimate from Inquisitor. And what the fuck? He's just man-mounting Quicks. No shapes performance. He's gonna go down. Hooftop comes out. The cheese for what the fuck, and Leon, he's gonna lose his life as well, probably. Indeed, he is Inquisitor with the Ghost Scepter. He's still alive, but they lost the fight quite considerably. Failets made it out, but Dragon Tail into Inquisitor. They're gonna get the 3rd kill of this team fight. And oh, he finds his as well. He's gonna TP out though. Shallow Grave TP.
Wow, that didn't make any sense to me whatsoever. Like, you're blinking your Ravage. Why don't you immediately pop the 2nd Ravage? Because you know the BKBs are gonna happen as soon as like your Ravage ends, right? And that's what happened. Everybody popped that BKB, and then he uses the Refresher Orb, and then he uses the 2nd Ravage, hitting absolutely no one. So, very, very questionable in my opinion.
Yeah.
That could have easily been a fight they won, and then took the Roche. Actually, they don't even need a Roche. If they won the fight, they could have just went for an all-in push. They have what it takes. Well, I don't know. I am extremely puzzled as to what happened. But
well,
I don't know.
What happened was the first Ravage, it was pretty good. Just 2 heroes side by side, Bane and I think it was Equal on the Enchantress. But for the 2nd Ravage, just everybody had their BKBs activated and nothing happened. Actually, there are 4 BKBs at the moment for xGame, whereas there is only 1 on TCN themselves. And Equal, he has 5.2k gold, so if he respawns, he can easily get that Hex and even have enough for a buyback probably.
Yeah, wow. High ground defense time. I don't know. That just put TCN so far behind. Oh my god.
What the fuck are
It's
going in for the
unbelievable.
sneak plays? Activates his ultimate, but isn't there in time. But still, they can go for the high ground. Aegis on Mantis. And does he have an item flying in? Nope. He actually had to use the buyback for the last fight as well, so.
So he already used the first cheese, right? I mean, in the previous team fight, it does seem like
he
he
used
needed.
the last fight.
Oh man, that fight was so confusing to me. I'm still trying to process it. And now Enchantress, oh wow. Sheepstick.
Yeah, man. Rolling in the dough. Although, isn't attacking as fast, but the impetus. I mean, Lycan is the only one who can get rid of that damage with the BKB. I think the BKB works against impetus, right? It's like the arcane orb from
Yeah,
OD.
yes, yeah. But this is ridiculous. I mean, you've literally got like what 4 carries on the side of xGames. Because Centaur, like, he's kind of, he doesn't have to right click. He just has to stand there for you to right click him, and it would just return pretty decent damage. And I don't know. At this point, I feel like Centaur all he needs is just hearts and more hearts and more hearts. And when he has like 4 hearts, all he needs to do is turn on his Stampede, walk in, and then people are just gonna melt.
Well, even the Dragon Knight is getting some strength going at the moment. Has a Reaver for himself, so heart in the making for him as well. And I mean, really, if they finish the hearts and they have BKBs as well, TCN, I mean, I don't even know what items they need to go for to just make this happen at the moment. I mean, they have the AC up on Quicks for some time. He's actually sitting on a Talisman of Evasion at the moment, so the evasion definitely will be nice. I actually kind of like that item pickup, and I'm kind of hoping it's gonna be a Heaven's Halberd.
Yeah, it has to be, right? I don't think Lycan ever goes for Butterfly. Not that I can remember. But if you're forced to go to Halberd on a Lycan, then I feel like, where's the damage gonna come from?
And I think they needed a Shadow Shaman instead of either the Dazzle or the Venomancer, just so that they could have really gone for like the def push kind of style, or just rush themselves against the Rax and kill off Rax with the Mass Serpent Wars with the Like and all the units from him early on.
You know what's uber sick to pair up with Lycan if you just want to
Oh,
go for push?
Phaelitz gets stunned up, double H as well. The right clicks are coming in. Mantis will get the Swarm, and well, Phaelitz uses the Shiva Scar, but he's going down for sure. And what the fuck? Actually, I'm not the biggest fan of him popping his Elder Dragon form there. But if they go for the push straight after, it's probably gonna worth it. And oh, there is a buyback on Death Prophet as well, at least. So
Yeah, well, like the thing I wanted to say was, if you're going for all input strat, right, like the kind where you just don't care, then Undying plus Shadow Shaman, right? The moment you go up to tower, you drop the Tombstone and you drop the...
oh, they get
Serpent
stunned on
Wars.
Zizo now. They get the double H. Quicks activates his PKB, but Ravage, it did absolutely nothing. There's the Phoenix Grip onto Quicks as well. Actually, isn't dropping down too low with his PKB activated, but now, oh, there's the Refresher Orb, another Ravage, what the fuck? They actually kill him off. Oh man, that was a huge kill. He didn't get his cheese of Starclad. Gonna lose his life as well. Aegis popped on the Weaver, and Quicks is doing so much damage. There's the Hex coming in from Equal. They want to go for the counter kill, but oh, that Exorcism, it's doing way too much. And now Mantis chasing down Quicks, actually is gonna get the kill. A few more right clicks will do the job, but Mantis, he's gonna lose his life in return. And Quicks, he didn't even die on the Lycan.
Holy crap, the Exorcism really did work in this fight. Because what happened was xGames, the heroes just went in one by one, and if Exorcism damage all just land on one unit, it's ridiculous. And holy crap, with the weave and everything on top, are we seeing a comeback again? Let's see, who has buyback right now? I think this is the most important thing. So Death Prophet definitely doesn't, Dragon Knight doesn't, Weaver has it in 4 seconds, Lycan yes, Centaur yes, Enchantress yes, Tide yes. But wow, who's gonna be there to defend?
Oh, this...
Other than the Weaver.
I mean, TCN, they were suffering from this in the last game, where xGame made that kind of comeback. And actually, at the moment, if TCN win this game, it's like a counter comeback, so to say. Because they were falling behind. And actually, looking at the graphs, it was almost 9,000 gold lead for xGame, at least at some point. Now dropping down to like 6.5 or so. And XP from 20,000 to 13, 14,000 or so. So xGame, they are still ahead. But, well, actually they might need some more damage after all in the end. Because Lycan, he was able to survive with the AC. Heaven's Halberd definitely making the difference in that fight.
Huh. I thought I just saw someone buy up a diffusal blade.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's a Hex on Tide now as well.
Oh wow, that's double hex. Oh, but there's also a heart on Dragon Knight.
Oh, 3.4k HP, man.
I honestly thought I just saw a diffusal blade. Huh, weird.
Oh, actually, Inquisitor. Inquisitor has the diffusal.
Ah, okay, so it was on the courier. Yeah, I was like, yeah, someone needs to get that diffusal blade. And diffusal is amazing because you can purge the hex. So if your teammates ever gets hexed up, boom, immediate purge. You're in good shape, ready to fight again.
Well, oh, they are smoking up, trying to go for some kills, and actually TCN they're grouped up as 4 as well. They have the double Ravage coming in 6 seconds with the refresher, but oh, they get the stomp onto Inquisitor. Do they have enough damage? Spin script onto Quicks as well. What the fuck, are going for the right click. Sizzle goes down. They need to kill off Phaelats, so there's the Ravage coming out. The secondary one actually comes out as well, and what the fuck, Mantis Rider, he loses his life. He doesn't have buyback, and Reeves, he's hexed up now. He's gonna lose his life, and Phaelats still alive somehow, getting chased down is equal. Man, didn't Inquisitor die even in that fight, even though they initiated on him? Stark another stun, but Leon with that Kraken Shell takes off of it, and Quick's stunned up now. Do they have enough damage to bring down the Lycate? They need to do it. The miss is there, but it's not gonna be enough as Quicks will fall in the end. He does have buyback though, so it's not that big of a deal. And Centaur, no heart, so he can't regen up too fast.
Oh wow, so how is this game still in a stalemate? Oh my goodness. Enchantress buys back, but at mid, what's gonna happen here?
They might get the kill on Mantis, to be honest, if Mantis isn't careful with the Hex. And, I mean, to be honest, Inquisitor, he didn't even use the Diffusal Blade in that fight, and what do you think the Diffusal is even for? Just to pop Link and some Weaver, maybe?
Oh, to purge the hex.
Oh, yeah, right,
Like,
yo.
if your teammates gets hexed up, then you just immediately purge them, and they're in fighting shape again. So, because right now we're looking at what, a sheep stick on Enchantress. So, yeah, it should be for against Sight of Ice.
Well, I mean, Mantis having to buy back, he actually hasn't gotten a single item in quite a while, still sitting on the Tesla, PKB and Lincolns. Well, what the fuck, of course, he has the Heart of the Rask and actually still holding on to the cheese as well. And oh, they used the Stampede now, mid lane, they wanted to go in equal, going for some counter damage, but Leon at this point is actually pretty tanky.
It feels like these fights, right? It feels like every time they take it, and then both teams just don't have what it takes to push. So it's been stalemate after stalemate after stalemate. And these BKBs are getting shorter and shorter, so Tidehunter's effectiveness is going to slowly resurge. And I guess it's time to look at a bit more on what the supports are getting. So that Bane has a BKB, that's already been for a long time, but what's TCN supports? What do they have? Dazzle's still relatively poor, so nothing on the line. Wow, do you think we'll ever see E-Blade Venomancer? I mean, he could potentially get it.
Well, the E-Blade would be nice defensive as well, can just E-Blade out a teammate so that the right clicks won't come out from any of xGame's heroes.
Yeah.
And of course, just the magic damage aspect of it. Oh, but there's a smoke by TCN. The Roche isn't up yet, but what the fuck am I get caught? There's the Hex, the first one at least. Leon coming in as well. Will there be a secondary one? What the fuck? He's dropped so low. He has the cheese though, but there's the Ravage to lock him down, and he does fall. Immediate buyback though. They know they have to win this fight. And actually, there's the Shapeshift down. At least Phaelats didn't pop his Exorcism for it. But actually, Phaelats, he picked up a Heart of the Rask as well before this fight. So 3.4k HP. And oh, just look at that armor coming in from the Weave as well. He's sitting on 60 plus armor at some point, but even without the Weave, he still has 36 armor.
Oh man, the problem is the pushes just aren't happening. Alright, so now they know Tidehunter has he blew his first Ravage, right? But they know the refresher's still up. There's still a second Ravage they have to deal with. So, I guess xGames, they can just play the farm game. Just farm up slowly. But they have to be really aware that there are pick-off potentials now on TCN with the Hex Stick, with the Sight of Ice.
Oh, I mean, xGame, do you think that they should be pushing or just waiting for Roche might be a better option? Although then again, if we just wait it out, they do have the secondary Ravage or, well, the original Ravage coming off cooldown.
It all depends on the engagement. this is a really tough call to make. It's like, okay, so you do want that ages and Gs, but at the same time, you know TCN is not gonna let it slide for free. So one of the big things that they can do right now is perhaps push out the lanes with Mantis, and if you can put enough pressure on the lanes where they actually chip away at a tier 3 tower, you might be able to force TCN to back off. If not, then you just have to fight them straight up.
Oh man, actually Roshan is actually going on at the moment. xGame though, they're not that fast. Mantis finally comes in with the Desolator as well with TCN. They're also on the move, oh my god, and there's a Heart of the Rest now on Lycan. It's actually flying out at the moment with the courier, but they get Phaelix. They might kill him off straight away. He doesn't have the buyback. Hex is there as well. They will get the kill. The Purge wasn't enough. The Ravage comes out, but the BKBs are there for xGame to just stop all of it. And Zizo, he's probably gonna lose his life now. Inquisitor pops his ultimate, and what the fuck? He gets hexed up, uses the cheese though, and Quicks, oh, he runs away from the impetus. He dodges the right click. Oh, that Heaven's Halberd. Perfectly done, but Inquisitor just slept up, and Quicks, they're getting chased down by Mantis. Mantis will get the kill. One right click will do the job, and time-lapse just in time before Leon gets the counter. And that's 4 heroes down. And buyback on not any one of the Radiant heroes. I think xGame, they just broke the back of TCN.
I think it was a huge misplay from Leon. He should have held onto a Ravage. When you see all those like BKB still online, there's no point, you know. He literally just wasted a he blew a Ravage for nothing. If he could have gotten the turnaround Ravage and then used the Scythe of Vice on someone, perhaps, I'm just saying maybe, they might have been able to win the fight. But ultimately, at 60 minutes in, they get a full wipe, and this is going to be at least 2 sets of racks, if not the GG.
Yeah, the courier
this has
gets
to be
fed.
GG. They're just feeding the courier at this point.
I mean, it was... I think he just kind of panicked on the Tidehunter and went for the Ravage just to try to keep the Prophet alive since he was Fiend script up. And, well, just one good fight, that's all it takes when it's almost 1 hour into the game already. And of course, xGame, they had the better late game to begin with anyway. And well, Lycan, he just falls off at some point. I mean, going for Heaven's Halberd, Heart of the Rest, it just doesn't give you enough extra damage.
And there's a GG. I guess this was a little bit of, would you say, a surprise? Like, were people expecting TCN to win, or were people expecting xGame to win? What are the odds? For those of you guys who are betting.
Man, indeed. Well, xGame... Well, TCN, of course, they are having stand-ins and just in the middle of reshuffling their roster, I guess, and everything. So for that, they definitely performed pretty well, but just 2 games in a row, they were so close to actually breaking racks, probably taking the game, but xGame, they held on. And well, man, really well played by the Kazakhstanians.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like, but I feel like the third game was a bit more of, if they hold out long enough, they will be able to win. But the second game was like, holy crap, they just made a huge comeback. But nonetheless, amazing games all around.
Yeah, it certainly was. And well, thank you all guys for watching, as well as supporting the joinDOTA League and just checking out the game. Both TCN and xGame, they gave us a really good showing. Really happy to cast these games. And if you liked us, be sure to follow us on this channel, as well as Heflatv 1 and Heflatv on Twitch. And of course, be sure to check out our social media, Facebook and Twitter.com/Heflatv, to find out what we're casting, when we're casting, as well as just some general updates from us. And of course, all the VODs will be uploaded to youtube.com/Heflatv. The VODs of game number 1 and 2 are already there and have been processed. And of course, if you want to support the casters specifically and don't want to get ads and want to just get some nice subscriber emotes and whatnot, then be sure to subscribe. And of course, thanks to Mito for co-casting with me.
No, I'm always happy to be here. It's just way too much fun.
Indeed,
I woke up specifically for this.
Yeah, waking up at like 9 PM for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, I guess this is going to be it for us for the day. Unfortunately, the game that should have been on this channel after this got postponed for the American Division 1. But yeah, just a few songs, some ads as well, as we close off the stream and probably prepare ourselves for the World Cup, the start of it.
Oh, are there any Heflatv TV streams for the World Cup?